Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of From Solo to Duel. I already figured out what the problem was. It's pretty much I'm not going to be able to properly stream. I am trying to figure out ways to get it to work, but I can do recording just fine. So for those who watched my previous video on the Neon Arcade event, apologies that you had to see me do it through a potato phone, but at least I now have an alternate solution of doing recording for that. But for now, we are going to actually go over something that's way long overdue. Now, this is not a Solo to Duel pack. This is another structure deck. I was supposed to do this during the Xyz event, but I could not figure out how to get it to work at the time. I could not figure out how to make it happen. There was a little bit of a growing pains here, but now that we had it more or less figured out, here we go. So the Rage of Cipher is also another Xyz deck. So pretty much about getting a certain level out and then summoning there from there. Now there are a lot of dragon options here, but first we'll get this deck out of the way. We'll start by saying that you probably only want to buy 2 copies of this for the most part. Now, you do want 3 copies of the following cards: Cipher Twin Raptor and Cipher Biplane. If you're going the Cipher route, these are probably the best cards to have 2 copies, to have multiple copies of. That said, these are pretty much the good ones. I have copies of Cipher Wing because it's something you can special summon as a way to get Cipher Biplane out. Other than that, I had to make a concession by running copies of Storm Cipher. Sometimes you just need a big beat stick intermittently. The other Cipher cards, Cipher Mirror Knight, Cipher Soldier especially, not exactly ones I felt like running. There is a bit of a Galaxy team here, so it's a little bit of a mismatch. There's also Cipher Etranger, and couldn't get that to work for me. Now there is a bit of a Galaxy team here, but we are kind of missing the most important Galaxy card, which is, let's see, not Neo Cipher Dragon. There's actually a Cipher. Oh no, that's something I added later, so that's okay. That said, there's also a bit of a mixed dragon team here, so unfortunately, well, there are a lot of decent dragons for the most part, but the pretty important one is that you want to be able to get to level 8, and not just that, but you want to get level 8s out immediately. So with that regard, I pretty much only kept the Nebula Dragon. There's a Galactic Spiral Dragon here, which is because if you control 2 or more light or dark dragon monsters, of which the Galaxy Cipher ones are very good. So what you can do is you can bring this out again if given enough Galaxy summons. I kept a few copies of Swordsman of Revealing Light as a combat trick, but to be fair, you can run Starleech Safer if you're able to get the summon out, but I pretty much prioritize summoning over summoning to get to the Xyz rather than just summoning to take advantage of Xyz. Schwarzschild Limit Dragon, kind of conditional. It is a decent go second card, but something, and the same can be said for Parsec Interstellar Dragon, since you're not always gonna get the one, so it's going to be hard to get the other. Pretty much we're looking for as many free summons as possible. There is a copy of Honest. This would have been a really decent card. It's actually one of the better cards here. Pretty much what it does is it is a way to protect our light monsters, but I couldn't exactly find room for this in what I wanted to have happen. But I've been talking a lot about summoning the level 8s, but what exactly are we doing with the level 8s here? Number 1, it's really about getting a copy of Galaxy Ice Cipher Dragon out. This is pretty much the main level 8. this has a very decent one in that it combos easily with a lot of the level 9s. You can combo this into the level 9 Cipher Blade Dragon. You can combo this off into the Galaxy Eye Cipher Dragon. That's pretty much the main chain. It's 8 into the 9 or to the 10. And the Cipher Blade Dragon, if it's destroyed by battle or destroyed by opponent's card effect, you can get the Cipher Dragon back. With the Cipher X Dragon, you can pretty much use it to pitch your materials immediately to protect against targeted effects, and then at the start of your standby phase, you can get back Cipher Dragon, then you can use it to get back Cipher Blade or Cipher X Dragon. Pretty much these two are the main reason to buy all 3 copies, because those are ultra rares. Other than that, a lot of the spells I'm not exactly too much a fan of because it eats up too much space. Pretty much the only there are a few spells that I did keep over here, but not. But it's pretty much all about prioritizing the Xyz summon. So I spoke a lot about the structure deck. Here's the deck that I'm actually running. I'll leave just some. So first off, 3 copies of Cipher Wing. Basically, you can use this as a free special summon. Although I did find this to be one of the weaker ones. You might want to just opt to have more dragons instead. You can even sub this for a few copies of Honest. But that said, you do want to have enough ciphers just to get out Cipher, to have a special summon with Cipher Biplane. You kind of need these two. Cipher Twin Raptor, kind of a 1-card combo in itself. You can use the Raptor to get the Biplane. So that's pretty much that's Plan A. Plan B is basically Nebula Dragon's Galactic Spiral Dragon. Not always the most efficient one, or sometimes just Nebula into Nebula. Not always the most efficient one. Again, if you feel like you need more dragons, you can always cut these two. I did have a copy of Chaos Emperor Dragon because we do have a good mix of light and dark monsters. It's kind of the reason why I kept the Storm Cipher, and for that reason the Galactic Spiral Dragon. Sometimes you can occasionally get your opponent. We have an Astral Kuribo. Basically, it's you can kind of use this as an emergency level 8. We have a Galaxy Ice Cloud Dragon. I just keep this as a one-off effect. Basically, you can use this for much later in the game, and you can use this as free Xyz material. Other than that, the rank up Magic Cipher is very good protection against targeted effects. It's kind of like so basically you want to maintain it as level 8 if you need extra protection, and then you can use this as a surprise tactic. Otherwise, Solemn Judgment, Solemn Scolding, some copies of Back to the Front just to get these guys back, because these guys are pretty beefy even on the defense position. There's a few copies of Dimension Slice here, pretty much as removal. Also we can activate it the turn we set it, because that's kind of what we want. Single copy of Xyz Reborn. Then we have the usual suspects. Pretty much one-offs here. I do have an Effect Veiler. I probably could say cut one of the Cipher Wings for Effect Veiler. I just opted not to do it for the time being. In the future, I'm probably gonna start putting Effect Veiler as part of my list of key cards. I also could start adding. There's actually a huge wish list of cards, but they're all mostly on the ultra rare slot, so I'm kind of keeping this on the down low. Yeah, generally we want to go first because we don't always get the combo. We kind of need the extra turn sometimes, but sometimes we do get the. Okay, here we did get the combo, and we have Solemn Scolding to protect. So, please, no Max C. No Max C, which is perfect. So, oh yeah, I added Galaxy Eyes number 62. This is basically an emergency one. We don't get the real full benefit because we don't have a Galaxy Ice Photon Dragon. That's a super rare. I guess if you happen to have it, that would be a very good addition to put. Now, because of the setup we're in, we're going for a level 8 into a level 10. As much as I'd like to put both of these first, Solemn Scolding, only good if it's the only card set. Now we're ditching the Galaxy Spiral Dragon first. Now a trick we can do is... I'm not so sure if this works. Basically, I want to have a shot to... Yeah, they get first dibs, so we have... But we have to activate this immediately. Oh no, they're going trap card. Come on, summon something so I can get this out of the way. Hot. Yeah, we're gonna clear this out immediately so that we can unlock our Solemn Scolding. We're gonna keep the Cipher Dragon in the graveyard because we kind of have a combo into that. Just 2 traps. This could be an Eldritch deck if my fears are realized. I do keep Swordsman of Revealing Light because it is a very good defensive effect against certain decks. It's also a good, cheap way to get the level 8 out in the open. Our opponent's setting this in face down. I kind of want to shuffle this into level 9. Hold on, what's that? Oh, so it's a Crowley deck. Face up field special, summon this card. Wait. You can send one spellcaster monster from your hand, special send this card from your hand. You can declare this attribute. We'll pass on that first. Mostly because I don't... Okay. Okay, hold on, what's that? Nope. Hold on, is this a graveyard effect? Oh, it's a graveyard effect if you banish it from graveyard. Maybe I should have held on to that. But our opponent did their normal summon in this, so... The price... Okay, no summon from the extra deck. Lightning Storm, but we have so many face-up cards, so we're gonna activate the effect of Cipher Dragon. Get back... because this is face up, we're actually gonna just steal this. Probably gonna detach the Cipher Dragon. Now let's see, what's this? You can... Okay, it's negated, so I can't actually activate this. I can just change it to attack position. This one, you can make monsters you control become level 8 until end of turn, so I can actually turn that to level 8. But it's already a Cipher Dragon, so... I'm gonna go for... Nope, we have... Actually, no. Let's see, we did one special summon. Okay, I have no idea what their card effects are. Solemn Judgment counters that, so that's fine. Get back a 10. Let's see what this other card is. We should be able to get a beatdown at the very least. That's the good news. Oh, it's an it. Oh, it's an it deck. Oh, this cannot attack directly. Okay. At least I'm not. I probably should have attacked with this one first. I'll attack with that one. because I did a resummon, so that's my bad. Probably gonna be looking forward to doing a magician-based deck. Opponent goes. That's a continuous spell. No equips. Raigeki, perfect. Now we're gonna activate the Cipher Dragon effect. We can summon directly to level 9. We're gonna take out that trap card. We're gonna keep their card as material in our hand. Okay, what is that? Metaverse, take one field spell card. Okay. And to Raigeki. Okay, I guess that's it. We got there. Whew! And that's pretty much the main power of the Galaxy Ice Cipher deck. It's really the chain between the 8, 9, and 10. There are actually many more Cipher Dragons, mostly in the super rare and ultra rare categories. So I'm going to just highlight I'm pretty much focusing on the highlight here, which is the pretty much focusing on just the ones that you get out of the structure deck, just to make it more reasonable. I will admit I do have a few cards that are not considered reasonable in terms of the cost. Sometimes, so but then again, as I said, there are options that you can take from the structure deck that I did not happen to put in, but they are still good. I just happen to have one that I find works for me quite well. I guess having more dragons is not such a bad idea. So we have the Cipher Twin Raptor into something. Unfortunately, because our opponent... Okay. Worst case... Okay, 2 spell cards. So at least we have the... Okay, and the Dark Hole. Back to the front, that's good. So we're gonna go Harpie's Feather Duster. Let's see. Memory, so that doesn't activate from the graveyard. This doesn't activate from the graveyard. We can chain a level 8 into a level 9 just to take this out. Yeah, it preserves the Dark Hole, which is pretty much the important one here. So we'll discard Cipher Wing to get Cipher Biplane. And there we go, combo away. Activate. Remember that we also have to keep track of how many times we special summon, because it's very easy to special summon a whole lot and then get root out by a Jibril. So for those who don't know, it's a card that your opponent can special summon, and by tributing all the cards you summoned, that assumes you've special summoned all the way up to pretty much 5 times or more. Now you do get a token as consolation, but it is a risk in itself. So activate. We're going to discard... Actually, you're going to keep the Cipher Dragon here because this lands into the graveyard at the same time. We'll discard Twin Raptor. Destroy. And we get to set the back to the front as a safety. And we have the Dark Hole as an emergency card, so not bad. Also, for those who have been watching me, you probably noticed me just hovering between silver and gold because I don't really play that much Yu-Gi-Oh! The times I played, there's a good number of times where I do my first few cards and then I just let my opponent play play out their entire turn and kind of beat me there, because sometimes I don't happen to have the answers in hand. That's just how it is. I would really wish this was a Solemn. Oh, opponent conceded. Okay, there's an Astral Kuribo, but we're probably gonna actually just discard that. No, opponent concedes there. Yeah, they figured I was gonna summon again, and that would have been the end of them. I had no idea what happened to our opponent there, but it was an Ancient Gear deck. Unfortunately, they did not get the the early big start, so that's kind of to our advantage. We've only been here for 20 minutes. I guess we'll do about 1 or 2 more matches here. I kind of want to take it easy here because as of this recording, I am still trying to recover a hard drive. The one thing I know is that I can't stream here, but I can still play regular, so at least I've learned that much. Okay, we got the double Nebula Dragon opening. We also happen to have a Dark Hole Raigeki set up in case to clear out our opponent's start of the board. Can't really do anything about our opponent's game. Sometimes our opponent can get us an FTK, not with combat, but there are ways it can happen. So Solemn Judgment. Well, I'm gonna have to pay attention to these parts. There's 2 pots of duality. The Phantasm Spiral battle is gonna be interesting too. What's this? So it's an Umi deck, which is going to be a bit of a nightmare for us. Do they have a way to Okay, so opponent keeps the Solemn Judgment. Now that might nuke Nebula Dragon. Hold on, actually not quite. It's when a monster would be summoned. So I might, if our opponent drops creatures, I might do the Dark Hole first just to bait it out. Okay, nothing, just some, oh wow. Lightning Storm, please. Nope, Galaxy Ice Cloud Dragon. This only gets back exceeds monsters, so I'm actually gonna just activate the effect here. See if our opponent counters it. It counters from hand, so it will destroy this card, so we won't be able to get it back. We won't be able to take a shot with the other one. Also, oh, opponent letting it go. Let's see. Once per turn, if you saw, okay, so adds. We have to go for it, but this is probably the worst setup here. They probably have a counter for this, which is really bad. But the main plan here is to steal their token if they let me. Most likely they just we just did a summon, so most likely this eats a Solemn. Hold on. Yeah, banishes it. So nice. So this is pretty much one of our worst matchups. We do get them in the yard at least. but okay. Buy ourselves a little time. Oh, it just makes a token. Okay, you know what? So if your opponent activates a card, expect. Oh, and you control no tokens. Okay. So we'll see how our opponent does this. Kind of have to do this, but this might get countered. Oh no, it does. This is a monster effect, so it won't get. If it gets countered, it's gonna be by something else. Yeah, they're always gonna have a token. And they might have a... And they're gonna get another Phantasmal Spiral battle. Yeah, we're... You can activate from your hand. So yeah, we're not getting past this. That's our opponent's second one. An Astral Kurabo. Yeah, this is kind of bad for us. Yeah, we're gonna just... Yeah, because they have it in hand, we have no way of countering it. I'm gonna actually just surrender at this point because we're kind of soft locked at that point. I usually don't want to surrender, but our opponent looks like it's a control deck that's gonna take forever, so I'm not gonna. So we're just gonna end it right there. We're the worst matchup. That was the worst matchup for us, and I would say any form of control. We would have needed a way to snipe the Umi, but that was never gonna happen. If you control no face-up cards. So we're gonna set this and set this, basically just buy us a little bit of time. This is also the one side effect of not committing fully to Cipher or the Dragon plan. If you open the Dragon Precon at the very beginning, you might just want to go for that. Oh gosh, it's a Numeron deck. Didn't they get the field spell already? Yeah, so they're going for 2 copies of Numeron Network. Usually you just need 1. So our opponent is going to go for the full 4. Oh yeah, So it's gonna double everything. So we actually have to let this die. It'll battle. It'll send these to 4,000. So we have to take the 4,000 damage once first. No, cancel. And then we activate so we can block. That's kind of how we avoid dying. And thankfully it sets it in defense position, so not so bad. So our opponent's just gonna still whack it. So we kind of survived that one. That's some good news for us. Go to 8,000, but that's it for their attacks. Normally all of this just gets Link summoned away. Yeah, we're a bit of a disadvantage here. We're probably gonna go for We're gonna go for Feather Duster first. So I don't like the idea because we know they have another Numeron. So this is probably gonna be another lost game unless we can draw a dragon. Oddly enough, if we did not set the defender, we would have just taken 4,000. It would have been the same, except we would still have the Cipher available. Also, okay, we're definitely going for the Harpie's Feather Duster here. Dimension Slice, not gonna help us here in this case. Might as well try to destroy as much as we can. Opponent, what's this? Take one field spell or from your deck and call to the grave. Okay, that just gets rid of the Cipher Wing, but okay, so more importantly, it gets rid of the Numeron Network. We have the Lightning Storm to kind of take this out. But we're probably dead to the next Numeron. I'm pretty sure they have more copies of this. Okay, does this... If a card you control would be destroyed, you can special this summon. Okay, nothing to destroy there, so at least we can polish these two off. Unless they have protection. Now, unfortunately, this one not gonna really do anything until we can actually exceed something. But more, we know our opponent has more Numeron cards, has more, yeah, the Numeron networks to get another Numeron calling. So we're probably dead already at this point. That's like 4,000 already. So a bit unfortunate for us this time. Yeah, opponent's gonna realize that we're really wide open here. Now, if we held back on the Cipher network, not really much we can do about that. Yeah, we would have needed a counter. Like this would have had to been Solemn, but we know this is our opponent's. They probably have a turn. I think they had all three in hand, so that was kind of a bad dunk for us. It is what it is. Going second again. At least you're not gonna die to a Numeron right away, but okay. So we have a Lightning Storm for emergencies, but we're pretty much playing Storm Cipher into Cipher Wing, but not much else. Though what we can do is we can Storm Cipher, Cipher Wing, Astral Kuriboh, tribute this to make this a level 8, and then worry about it from there. But first we have to also see what our opponent's doing. Then target one face up, negate its effects. So okay. Now this is a continuous spell, so we probably want to actually snipe this. So what we can do is we can... I'm probably gonna just Lightning Storm first. See if we can get rid of this. Let's see what we're left of our opponent's leads us to worry about. Nice. Virtual Transcend. Any card sent to is banished instead. You can return one banished monster to the owner's graveyard. So opponent's going to exceed a level 9. King of all calamities. That does not sound great. Quick effect. All face-up monsters and cannot attack. Okay, so we probably have to wipe this one first. Or we can actually just steal it. Because this doesn't have targeting protection. Yeah. I also have to start looking at our opponent's deck. Ash Blossom just in case, but let's see. If this card's banished, you can... Okay, no graveyard effect. No graveyard effect here. Yeah, we'll destroy the monster first. Okay, get rid of that. So, okay, that clears this out. So what we can do is, if you control special summon, okay, so regular summon. Special summon. You can reveal one Xyz monster. Okay, that's not exactly what I had planned. Hold on. If you do this... I do have a number card. Yeah, so that was a... Okay, that was a bust. So I can attack with this. Yeah, I was pretty sure I had this one. Hold on, let's... Yeah, because this is a number 62. You can reveal one number, Xyz monster, extra deck, special summon. Yeah, isn't this a number card, or would this be considered different? Okay, that's super weird. You can target one. You can discard one photon, then target specials. Your opponent destroy it. You can only use it. You know what? Oh wait, hold on. Negate its effects. Oh wait, is it? Okay, I think we got stalled out because of Master Calamity. Cannot activate their effects or attack. Okay, that explains it. So by them activating that, it kind of neutered us a bit. Our best shot is to delay them with... Special to summon the... Special... Send a card. Okay, so this doesn't block it, unfortunately. And it's a 2-8, so it's going... Yeah, so that Master of Calamities did us in the end. I did not. In your opponent's possession. Ah, possession. Okay, that might be a key. That might be the key term there. Okay, so at least we figured that out. All okay. They use that to counter that. They have a lot of banished monsters they can return, so that's going to be a problem here. Yeah, that Master of Calamities activation was really annoying. In a sense, it was calamitous, I'd say. Now, actually, with this setup, if our opponent doesn't special summon something else that's too big, we can actually get them with Swordsman of Revealing Light. Kind of. Yeah, but right now this is okay. Let's see what did they get. Okay, it's a 2000, so we can actually get this. Wait. Unaffected by oh, because he put in the extra zone. Okay, he's going for that first. I can't do anything about that. But they are gonna get a free summon. So my plan is to use Cipher. Which is also bad because that means we don't get to summon Swordsman. Now Galaxy Ice Cloud Dragon. We have a Galaxy Ice. We don't have a Galaxy, and it's all banished also, so. Now I can make this a level 8, but it doesn't really do anything. Now I could have summoned it face up to give me a link, but it would only be 2000. Yeah, I actually. Oh, and I can't attack this either. So why can't I attack this? Or attack monsters in the extra monster zone. Okay, that's why. So there was a trade-off there. So the plan is to actually get this guy out ASAP. Which means we will have to take... We will lose the Storm Cipher, which is probably fine. Oh wait, can't activate... Yeah, I shouldn't have summoned that. So we're actually gonna have to take one turn of hits. Not appealing. Oh, it's even worse. And this is... Okay, we're gonna go for this. We'll see if we can convince our opponent to... kill the rest of the board right now. Okay, doesn't convince them. Now this is a 3,000 card, so... I'm not gonna survive either of those. Or just discard Swordsman. Does that convince our opponent? Yep, that's game. Opponent had the right control effects there. So I'm... Let's see what this... Oh, now they're activating it. Which I'm actually fine. That's kind of what I wanted them to do, so job done. Unfortunately, it cost us our entire hand, so probably not gonna survive the next hit. It's a bit of a shame. We had two good starts and kinda got wrecked a few ways here or there. But that's how it goes sometimes. Yeah, our opponent happened to be in complete control. Yeah, I kind of hate this card now. If I had understood what it if I had understood the opponent's possession part, I probably would not have I probably would have skipped one entire turn. I would just played one. I would have played one creature face down, and just rode the wave there. I would not have gone all in there. We kind of missed our boat on that effect. So we kind of goofed up on that one. That one's. I blame it all on wording. That's probably my number one complaint about Yu-Gi-Oh! Is that they have no consistency in their wording. They have the one main issue where they have a lot of cards where they have to do individual rulings on a lot of them because they can't seem to get their their wordings consistent. Although part of it is because they've had to do a lot of power level errata, so a lot of things changed since then as well. Again, not a fan. We do have a light and dark, so we do have the option to get this one out if it gets to that point. Let's see if. Okay, this is what I not a fan of the multiple. Okay, prank kids. If this card's sent, you can inflict. So this is pretty much a burn style effect with fusions. So I think our opponent is going for a link here. This might be a burn deck in a sense. Yeah, fusion or link. So they're gonna go for a level 2. Yeah, there's a lot of self-tributing here, but in this case they just went for the link 2. You can tribute this card and target to add them to your hand. Also, cannot be destroyed by your opponent's card effects, so that's not how we're going to do it. We're going to actually steal it and steal and tribute. So my concern though would be these. Okay, never mind. Let's clear these out first, see what happens. Hopefully I did not walk into their trap, but I kind of have to do this first. Also, we're definitely setting that dimension slice because we are going to be able to... Okay. Oh wow, enemy controller. Those were the days. Let's see. And oh, they do have an effect. You can add 1 Dust on monster from your deck to your hand, so you need to pay attention to what that is. But we are definitely playing Dimension Slice first. House Dust on. Let's see if they tribute. Now, they will summon 2. It can't be destroyed by your opponent's card effects, so they can still die to battle. But okay, that's tribute. Oh no, they spent 1 card, so they technically can tribute it again. Now, hopefully they don't have a way to counter this. Or this. Definitely activating this. Yeah, we're gonna banish this one because we'll detach the Storm Cipher. Borrow that. Thank you very much. Hold on, let's make sure. Actually, I think I'm... Wait, cancel. Oh no, can't cancel anymore. We made a mistake. I'm not supposed... Because, let's see, how many special summons was that? I got domed by that last time. Hold on, so that's... 1 special summon, 2 special summons... And I don't know, I don't think any of these can attack directly because... Yeah, can't attack directly. So we're going to pass. We technically can summon Galactic Spiral Dragon, but I don't want to open myself up to... I don't want to open myself up to a wipe effect. Yeah, we made a mistake of not hitting first. We could have hit first before doing this one. That was a bit unnecessary in our effect. But we kind of wiped our opponent's board, which is not always good. Okay, what is... Opponent plays that. Solemn Judgment. Are we going to... Nope. So we're going to activate effect. Yeah, we discard that. Destroy this. It's in defense position. Okay, looks like our opponent's hands free. So there we go. We got. We did get there. One shot with the and it's not often we get to summon Chaos Emperor Dragon. Now, if I wanted to play it safe, I would have discarded the Biplane instead. That would have still given us our 1 light, 1 dark perfect setup there. But there we go. That was a pretty solid win there. And that's almost it for the hour. So I'm going to actually call this episode. Again, this deck is definitely not perfect, but you know what? I am pretty happy with the performance of this. I wish I had more time to figure it out a lot sooner. Again, this is also not perfect. There are many ways you can improve on this. But definitely, I like the Cipher. I like the structure decks a lot. In fact, I'm starting to like them a lot more than the decks that we're getting in solo so far. I'm probably going to skip Gladiator Beasts, but we'll see. That's going to be it for this episode of From Solo to Duel. If you like what you saw, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, turn on notifications and whatnot. Not so sure about how streaming is going to be affected, but I do have a way to do it. I might have to do a test run on... I might have to do a test run with my phone. Basically, I now have a setup where I can use my phone as a backup. But as long as I'm not streaming, I don't have to open Opera, or I don't have to open an extra processing power for streaming. I can do recording just fine. So apologies for those who watch my Neon Arcade episode. I'll try to make up for it in the next one. Until then, that's gonna be it for this episode. Thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you guys again next time. Take care, God bless, stay safe wherever you are. Have a great week, everyone.